All right, how's it going, everyone? It is Friday, our second day of the lessons. Today we're talking about absolute value. So basically, absolute value is when you've got these bars over here, and whatever you put inside the bars is going to become positive. So on this one, if I put a 7 in, that would work because positive 7 is 7. If I put in a negative 7, that would also work because the bars are going to make it positive. So we've got two answers on this one. Most of these problems will have two answers. So what we're going to do is break them all up into two cases. So I'm going to split this up, and one way will just be as it is, and the other way will be the opposite of whatever is on the other side. And then we would need to solve, but this one's already done. So if I plugged in 7, absolute value of 7 is 7. If I plugged in negative 7, absolute value of negative 7 is also 7. Number 2, same thing. We got to make sure that this is isolated, as you got from the notes. And once it is isolated, one way is just as it is, 9 equals x plus 3. And the other way would be the opposite of 9 equals x plus 3. So the x plus 3 stays the same. Whatever's in the bars is always going to stay the same. And then we just solve both of these. So subtract 3 on both sides. 6 will work. Subtract 3, negative 12 will work. Right? Because if we plug these in, 6 plus 3, that's 9. Absolute value of 9 is 9. Negative 12 plus 3, that's negative 9. Absolute value of negative 9 is positive 9. Number 3, we got to get it by itself, so I'm going to subtract 3. And then this is being multiplied, so I need to divide that by 4. Divide both sides by 4. And now that I've got the absolute value by itself, I can split it up. So one way is just as it is, x equals 4. And the other way will be x equals the opposite of what's on the other side. So we got two answers. Moving right along, these are a little bit more challenging. Got to get by itself first, so subtract 3 on both sides. We got 2x plus 5. Sorry, the absolute value of this, 2x plus 5 is 7. Now that I got the absolute value by itself, I need to split it up. So one way is just as it is. Remember, this is always going to stay 2x plus 5. And the other way is still 2x plus 5. But the other side, we do the opposite, so negative 7. And now I just solve these. So subtract 5 and then divide by 2. Divide by 2 on both sides, we got x equals 1. Over here, subtract 5. That's negative 12. And divide by 2 on both sides. This is negative 6. All right, so number 5, just like on the problems, is a little bit of a trick. We got to get it by itself, so subtract 10 on both sides. We got 5 times absolute value of 2x minus 3 equals negative 5. And then to get rid of this, it's being multiplied, remember, divide by 5 on both sides. And we've got 2x minus 3 in the absolute value equals negative 1. So wait, think for a second. Whatever you put inside the absolute value, it comes out positive. So whatever we put inside this thing, it comes out positive. When is a positive number going to be equal to negative 1? No, that's impossible. So if you get the absolute value by itself equal to a negative number, this is going to be no solution. So good luck on the IXL. Good luck staying safe. Hope that you enjoy time with your family. And let me know if you got any questions. Anyway, talk to y'all later.